Reaction Boy Nation, it's your boy Reaction Boy. Just gonna react to a rant, which is kind of a reaction in itself. So here we go. Like,
We're gonna talk about the movie. Spoilers. Not a fan. Before we get started properly though, I know there's been a lot of backlash towards negative reviews about Suicide Squad. Don't know if you've heard about this, but there's actually been a petition started to ban Rotten Tomatoes because of the negative reviews. Mental. Also, one more thing, I might end up mentioning Marvel at some point during this video. That doesn't mean I'm a Marvel fanboy. It doesn't mean I can't see past anything else other than Marvel. It doesn't mean I think that Marvel made the best.
What do you think of this guy?
It's just Marvel and DC. You know, they're both making cinematic universes, they're going to get compared to each other. Before we start actually talking about the film, last night at the premiere, there was a bit before it on the screen, they play like interviewers on the screen, and they wanted to start a chant. And because it was all recorded audio, we weren't actually near the crowd, he started going, suicide, and the crowd went, squad, and he went, suicide, and the crowd went, squad. But because of the directional nature of a microphone, we couldn't actually really hear the crowd, so it was just a man going, suicide, suicide, suicide. Right, let's talk about the movie. This is going to be less like a review and more a rant, really, because, ooh, me oh my.
A copyright rant boy gonna sue this bitch.
It's really weird to judge this film because it actually doesn't feel like a film. It feels like one large montage or sequence. It doesn't even feel like it has a structure. It's just a sequence of things. It's not a film, it's just a thing. Let's start with the story. There isn't one, not that I could tell. There isn't a main character, there isn't a journey, there isn't growth, there isn't an arc, there isn't something to follow, because there isn't really scenes in the film. What? One more time, Jack, there isn't scenes in the film. I guess you could call them scenes, but they're not really, they're sort of heavily edited moments. It's very clear to me that Warner Brothers got really nervous after Batman vs Superman, and they just have a massive identity crisis, so they just keep trying to change the film after they've made it. You know, we'll re-edit this, we'll change this, we'll reshoot it so it's funnier, we'll edit it so that it seems more lighthearted than we actually shot it to be. And the fact that there's no story, I don't think it's down to what they shot. I think they
either
story and a main character.
Either this guy and Red Letter Media came up with the same points, or this guy just watched Red Letter Media. I mean, this is great.
That's not enough. That's not enough time to start making a movie with 6 weeks of script. No, it's just incoherent and inconsistent, especially in tone. What the hell is the soundtrack about? I read and watched some early reviews that said, yeah, the movie's a bit choppy at times, but the soundtrack, mate, it is ace. It is nice. It isn't. It doesn't make sense. Why are Eminem, The White Stripes, and Spirit in the Sky on the same soundtrack? I can tell you why. Because DC went, Guardians of the Galaxy did pop music in a film, and that worked out really well. Let's do that. The reason why the soundtrack works in Guardians of the Galaxy is because those songs mean something to the main character. These songs are just thrown in to make you go, this is entertaining. Look, don't look away. This is fun and entertaining. It's transparent. I can see right through what you're doing. It doesn't work. Again, you might have heard this. The Joker's not really in much. That's the thing I read. And I sort of understood because the posters he's separate from the scene. In the trailers, he's just got little bits sort of spread around. And I was like, okay, cool. So he's gonna have a couple of great scenes, and then that'll be enough. That's like our introduction to this Joker. Like I said, there aren't any scenes in this. I don't really think I can judge Jared Leto's performance as the Joker from what we saw. You know, that first trailer we saw where he comes in and then he says to Harley Quinn, I'm not going to kill you, I'm just going to hurt you really, really bad. I was like, I'm so excited to see what scene that is a part of. Where does that happen in the story? What's that about? Why does he do it? Has he escaped from Arkham? Is she crazy yet? Does she want to be part of it? There's no context. Spoilers, there is no context to that bit. The scene is edited so oddly, the clip's online somewhere if you want to find it, but it's got like little weird transitions with the colour changes on screen, and Jared Leto goes like, what? And then cuts to him going, and going weird, and then cuts to him going, I'm not going to kill you. I was like, what's going on? Where's the scene? Where's the scene? That's another thing that's frustrating about the potential of this movie.
Right.
The cast. Because Jared Leto said that he went method, never came out.
I'm being driven insane by that. Right. I'm going to upload this to something else. If you've watched this far, you'll know that it's not really what the title is. It's just me watching a little bit of this rant and getting bored. I'm going to call it something else, though. So if you've watched this far, thanks. Reaction Boy. Thanks, Reaction Nation. I'll see you